Seniors, arthritis doesn't have to steal your comfort, your energy, or your independence. Every day, millions of older adults wake up with stiff joints, swollen fingers, or knees that just won't bend the way they used to. What most people don't realize is that what's on your plate could be making your pain worse. In fact, the very foods you've eaten for years, perhaps even thinking they're harmless, might be silently fueling the inflammation that's making your life harder. Today, we're breaking down the 10 worst foods for arthritis, and why you should never eat them again if you want to reclaim your mobility and reduce joint pain naturally. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits, fried and fast foods. French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, and that tempting crispy bacon might hit the spot, but they also introduce high levels of trans fats and omega-6 fatty acids into your body. These fats increase inflammation, which is the root cause of arthritis pain. When you consume these foods regularly, your body enters a constant state of low-grade inflammation. Over time, this damages the cartilage in your joints, making every step or stretch painful. Fast food is often loaded with preservatives and artificial flavorings as well, which only add fuel to the fire. Studies show that people who consume fried food more than 4 times a week have significantly higher levels of C-reactive protein, a marker for systemic inflammation.
Over time, disques ont érodé your joints from the inside out.
For example, a senior who enjoys a fast food breakfast sandwich with fried hash browns may already be starting their day with pro-inflammatory ingredients that set the stage for knee pain by afternoon. Next on the list, refined sugars. Think cookies, candies, sweetened yogurts, cakes, and even the sugar you stir into your morning coffee. Refined sugar causes spikes in blood glucose levels, which trigger the release of inflammatory messengers known as cytokines. These compounds may sound like something out of a science textbook, but their effect is simple and severe: more pain, more stiffness, and a higher chance of joint degradation. Over time, frequent sugar intake accelerates a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to proteins and lipids, forming compounds that stiffen tissues, including the ones in your joints. The result? Joints that ache with every movement and a body that struggles to recover. One woman, age 67, shared in an arthritis forum that cutting out sweetened teas and cookies alone reduced her joint swelling within 2 weeks. What about that morning toast or bowl of spaghetti for dinner? If they're made from white flour, they're a hidden source of inflammation. Bread, pasta, and baked goods made with refined white flour are quickly converted to sugar in your body. The result? Another spike in blood sugar, more inflammatory cytokines, and more wear on your joints. Whole grains, on the other hand, provide fiber and nutrients that can help combat inflammation. Many seniors unknowingly rely on refined grains for their daily meals: white rice, sandwich bread, crackers, believing they're light and easy to digest. But the truth is, these foods starve the body of the nutrients it needs while flooding it with glucose that turns your joints into aching hotspots. A retired veteran shared that after switching to quinoa and whole grain bread instead of white rolls and pasta, he experienced less stiffness in his fingers within 10 days. Let's talk about meat, specifically red and processed meats. Bacon, sausage, steak, deli slices, and hot dogs may be staples in your kitchen, but they come with a heavy cost. These meats are rich in saturated fats and advanced glycation end products, both of which contribute to inflammation. Moreover, the nitrates and preservatives in processed meat have been linked to increased joint pain and chronic inflammation. Studies have shown that people who eat a lot of red and processed meats have higher levels of C-reactive protein, a marker for inflammation in the body. These meats also often lack the omega-3 fatty acids that are known to fight inflammation. Switching to lean, organic poultry or fish can make a dramatic difference in how your joints feel within weeks. A couple in their 70s noted that by cutting back on sausages and beef, and replacing them with grilled salmon twice a week, their mobility noticeably improved. You might love your milk, cheese, or creamy yogurt, but if you're consuming full-fat dairy, it might be time to reconsider. While dairy is a good source of calcium, full-fat versions are high in saturated fats that can worsen inflammation. Additionally, some individuals with arthritis are sensitive to the proteins found in dairy, particularly casein. This can trigger an immune response that leads to joint discomfort. Some people experience bloating, skin flare-ups, or even increased joint swelling after consuming dairy. If you notice a pattern, Try removing it from your diet for 2 weeks and observe how your body responds. You may be surprised how much easier it is to get up and walk without stiffness. In fact, one man with rheumatoid arthritis said he no longer needed daily ibuprofen after removing full-fat dairy from his diet. Excessive alcohol is another major offender. While the occasional glass of red wine may have health benefits, frequent or heavy alcohol consumption can lead to flare-ups in arthritis symptoms. Alcohol disrupts the balance of gut bacteria, increases inflammation, and may interfere with medications commonly prescribed for arthritis. For seniors, alcohol can also increase the risk of falls and fractures due to impaired balance. Chronic alcohol use also affects liver function, which plays a vital role in filtering toxins and managing inflammation. Even if you don't drink daily, binge episodes or weekend indulgence can undo weeks of progress toward healthier joints. A retired nurse shared that eliminating her weekend wine completely improved her morning stiffness after just 5 days. You may not think twice about the oils you use to cook, but refined vegetable oils like corn, sunflower, and soybean oil are often high in omega-6 fatty acids. While our bodies need omega-6, the modern diet often contains them in excess, throwing off the omega-3 to omega-6 balance and leading to inflammation. Using olive oil, avocado oil, or flaxseed oil instead can make a massive difference in how your joints feel. These healthier oils also support brain function and heart health, giving you a bonus benefit while reducing pain. A senior community in Arizona started using avocado oil for all their cooking and reported a drop in reported joint pain complaints by 30% over 3 months. Next, let's talk about an unlikely source of inflammation: microwave popcorn. Yes, that convenient snack may contain trans fats, artificial butter flavoring, and a host of preservatives that can cause joint pain. One chemical, diacetyl, used in artificial butter flavoring, has been linked to lung issues and may also promote inflammation. The popcorn bags themselves are often lined with perfluorinated compounds, which leach into the food when heated and have been associated with hormone disruption and inflammatory responses. Opting for air-popped popcorn or stovetop versions gives you control over what goes into your body and can save your joints from unnecessary strain. Sodas and industrialized juices might seem like a simple way to quench your thirst, but they're loaded with sugars and additives. A single can of soda can contain more sugar than your body needs in an entire day. These drinks spike your insulin, fuel inflammation, and offer zero nutritional value. Fruit juices that are labeled natural or 100% juice can also be misleading, as they often contain added sugars or are stripped of the fiber that makes the whole fruit healthy. These beverages also acidify the body, leaching minerals from the bones and weakening the structures that support your joints. Hydrating with water, herbal teas, or lemon-infused water can provide refreshment without pain. Finally, beware of potato chips and packaged snacks. These crunchy, salty foods are a perfect storm of refined carbs, unhealthy fats, and artificial preservatives. They're easy to overeat and deliver almost nothing beneficial for your body. Regular consumption leads to weight gain, which puts additional stress on your joints, and the additives used to preserve their shelf life are notorious for increasing inflammation. Many chips are fried in inflammatory oils and dusted with flavor enhancers like monosodium glutamate, which can trigger headaches, water retention, and even immune reactions that target the joints. So, what should you do? Start by gradually removing these foods from your diet. Replace them with anti-inflammatory options like fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Drink plenty of water, move your body daily, and be mindful of how your joints respond to the foods you eat. Many seniors notice dramatic improvements in mobility, pain reduction, and overall energy within just a few weeks of making these changes. Keep a food journal to track what you eat and how your body feels afterward. It can be an eye-opening tool in discovering what helps versus what harms. You don't have to accept joint pain as a normal part of aging. Much of it can be managed or even reversed by simply changing what you eat. These 10 foods may be tasty, convenient, or nostalgic, but they are silently working against your joints every single day. Make the choice to nourish your body, protect your health, and say goodbye to arthritis pain starting with your next meal. Every bite is a decision, and when you choose foods that heal instead of harm, you're investing in a stronger, more comfortable future. If you found this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with a friend or loved one who might need it. We release easy science-backed tips every week to help seniors live stronger, longer, and pain-free. Your support helps us grow and keeps this community thriving. We're in this together, and your journey to healthier joints starts now.